Boys, I got to play with Graviton Lance this morning, the Masterworked version. That's right. This is it in the flesh, boys, and it's nasty, man. Shout out to Skills That Kills, who allowed me to get on his account. He is the one that grinded out and got this in less than 24 hours, man. The man was putting in some work. I'll put in the comments down below what he did to actually finish out the catalyst, how he actually unlocked it as quickly as he did. So feel free to take a look at that. Now let's take a look at this weapon because there's something on it that some of us will remember from D1. Hidden hand, baby. That's right. I didn't think this gun was gonna actually get it, man. I saw the catalyst, what, a month ago almost? And I just didn't believe that we were gonna be looking at a hidden hand perk being thrown on Graviton Lance. I was like, man, that's crazy. But not only did it get hidden hand, boys, it also got hidden hand and a range buff. So let's talk about this gun. Is Dead Orbit the faction that you would need to be pledging to this week? And is this exotic catalyst worth the hype? Now, review this gun a few weeks ago, guys. We just reviewed it just based on how it was after the warm-up. Remember, this went from a 3-round burst pulse rifle to now a 2-round burst. Essentially, you hit somewhere between 11 and 12 in that first initial shot, and then a whopping 59 on that second shot. Body shot-wise, you normally range from 8 on the first initial shot, and of course 40 on the second shot. So again, you're still hitting pretty damn heavy. Now the range buff brings the range stat up to 91, which is massive. Not that the gun needed a range buff either way, so you didn't really have damage fall off to begin with. But to me, the range boost is more or less to make sure it remains sticky in pretty much Jade Rabbit territory. Rest in peace, Jade Rabbit. Now the perk that's being added to it as well is Hidden Hand. If you don't remember what Hidden Hand is, guys, essentially it allows for better target acquisition. And as far as a numerical value goes, I think from D1 it was a 20% buff to aim assist, and I'm sure that nothing much has changed there. I think it's essentially the same stat with the same buff being added to aim assist. Not that the gun really needed more aim assist, but again, this is Bungie's way of going balls deep with this weapon, so let's just roll with it. Now, as far as this weapon goes, it was already a contender to be the best pulse rifle in the game. I normally rock Vigilance Wing, but that's just because I've rocked Vigilance Wing since the launch of Destiny 2 to begin with, and plus I like pairing it with stochastic variable. Graviton Lance with this Masterwork will probably result in me having to use it, and this is going to become a weapon you're gonna like and a weapon that I'm pretty sure a lot of us is gonna hate because it's gonna be almost a necessity in some cases. The gun just has too much control, guys. It's got too much control in ranges that I feel like it's not justifiably pulse rifle range. Now, it doesn't boast the best time to kill. It's got a good time to kill, but Vigilance Wing still has it beat. But the level of forgiveness that this weapon has, as long as that second shot is the crit, that's all that matters. That first shot can be a body shot all day long, and you will effectively kill people in 3 bursts every single time. On top of that, you've got Cosmology helping you there with that AoE damage on opposing enemies. Guys, this is a very well-rounded weapon. Normally on the second part of the video, I normally tell people how to get better with a weapon or use a weapon. Graviton Lance, guys, I really have nothing to tell you than just put it in your hands. Aim in the general direction of your enemy and shoot. Shit blows up. You kill team. Elo inbound. Overall, I'm impressed with the catalyst, and this is a catalyst that I can't believe they put on Graviton Lance to begin with. It doesn't make it just overly powerful because, again, Graviton Lance, to me, I can still find ways to outplay Graviton Lance. Yes, it can mess me up in those engagements that I know I shouldn't be tangling up with Graviton, especially in that like mid to far range. I need to just step aside and get away from Graviton Lance, but I'll sit there with my Vigilance Wing and be like, I can do it, I can get it, and then I get messed up. But there's definitely still ways to outplay Graviton. But if you are going to be a person who rocks Graviton regularly, get used to stationing yourself in lanes. You will dominate anything that challenges you. Treat it like a scout rifle. I've talked about that before. Shoot at the neck area so that your second shot will always follow with that crit. I make the biggest mistake. A lot of this gameplay here, you see it, and I still do it. I make the biggest mistake trying to land double crits every single time, and I end up screwing up and missing that second shot. Well, fellas, that's my thoughts on the Graviton Lance. Again, this is already a nasty weapon. This catalyst just makes it even nastier. And they didn't even have to put all the stuff they put on this weapon, but the noticeable things, the stickiness that Hidden Hand adds to it, the extra bit of range to even keep it stickier in those long range situations. Rest in peace, scout rifles, man. By the way, if anybody's got a sweet business catalyst, let me know. That poor bastard, man. Nobody wants to play with that gun, and I don't blame them. We get reduced flinched. I mean, is that really the best we can come up with? That's like my favorite weapon in the game. I can't believe Sweet Business. That's all the love it gets. I was actually hoping the catalyst would make it shoot and full torque at all times. That's not OP. That's sweet justice. The R2 meta will reign again, boys. Fellas, thank y'all so much for coming to watch this video, and as always,
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.